If you need a seamless SVG pattern, the old way is weirdly painful. You either hunt through stock pattern libraries, wrestle with repeat tiles in a design app, or copy a background pattern that looks like every other SaaS site. SVG Genie gives you a faster path, describe the pattern you want, generate real vector artwork, and use it anywhere. Patterns are harder than they look. A good one has to tile cleanly, stay lightweight, match your brand, and scale without blur. Raster textures get heavy fast. Generic pattern generators feel limited, and drawing a repeat by hand can turn a 10-minute idea into an afternoon of alignment fixes. SVG Genie works as an AI. SVG pattern generator. You type a prompt like geometric botanical background, neon circuit pattern, or minimal coffee bean repeat, choose a style, and get editable vector results you can export as SVG, PNG, or PDF. SVG is a strong format for patterns because it is made from paths and shapes, not pixels. That means the same artwork can sit behind a tiny card, a full landing page, a product label, or a print layout without losing sharpness. One vector pattern can scale across the whole brand. Let us make one. I will type seamless geometric leaf pattern, clean vector lines, modern packaging style, subtle purple accents. That prompt gives SVG Genie the repeat idea, subject, style, and color direction in one sentence. A few seconds later, we have pattern directions. The shapes are crisp, the composition feels intentional, and the output is not a blurry texture. It is a real vector graphic that can become a background, package detail, social tile, or design system asset. The same pattern prompt can move through different visual styles. Line art feels precise. Flat color feels friendly. Engraving feels premium and crafted. Circuit style works for software, developer tools, and AI. Products. You are exploring a design language, not just changing a color. Iteration is where this becomes useful. Ask for denser, calmer, more playful, more luxury, more geometric, or more organic. Generate a few versions, pick the strongest direction, then use the SVG as your editable base. That is much faster than rebuilding a repeat from scratch. For any pattern, check 3 things before shipping it. Does it still read when scaled down? Does it feel balanced when repeated across a large area? And can you edit the paths or colors without breaking the design? SVG Genie is built around that practical vector workflow. Patterns are not just decoration. They can become a brand texture for landing pages, presentation slides, packaging, labels, newsletters, stickers, merch, app backgrounds, and social posts. A custom pattern makes the surface feel owned instead of borrowed. Because the result is SVG, developers can use it directly. Inline it, use it as a CSS background, recolor it with current color, simplify a path, or export a PNG fallback. You are not trapped inside a static image file. That is the difference from generic AI, image tools. They can make a pretty texture, but it usually arrives as a raster preview. It may look good once, then fall apart when you need to tile, recolor, resize, or hand it to production. A vector pattern stays flexible. Use an SVG pattern generator when you need website backgrounds, brand kits, event graphics, apparel prints, packaging fills, stationery, digital stickers, craft files, or decorative panels for a product mockup. If the pattern needs to stay sharp, start with vector. When the pattern works, export it as SVG for web and design tools, PNG for quick previews, or PDF for print. Keep the SVG as the master file, then create every other format from that clean source. Thousands of makers, founders, and developers already use SVG Genie for fast vector assets without opening Illustrator. Patterns fit that same workflow. Describe the surface you want, generate options, and move on with an editable file. You can try SVG Genie free with no credit card required. After that, credit packs start at $9. Compared with buying one-off pattern packs or spending hours aligning tiles manually, that is a cheap way to explore custom vector surfaces. So, if you need an SVG pattern generator, skip the stock library rabbit hole. Go to svg describe the repeat you want, generate editable vector patterns, and ship a custom surface in seconds. Prompt in, pattern out.